Welcome to Armstrong High School for the regular season finale in girls basketball, Northwest Suburban Conference style, as tonight Osseo pays a visit here to Armstrong for the team's second meeting of the season. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Raheem Simmons, and busy week here, especially for Osseo. Raheem, third game in 3 nights. They competed very well in the first one against Elk River, a top 10 team. Didn't play as well, got a little bit tired on Thursday night against Anoka, so they're looking to bounce back. Meanwhile, Armstrong took it on the chin against one of the state's best teams, Maple Grove, so they're looking to kind of erase that memory, and both teams figure they have a decent shot coming into this one.
Well, Jay, what's going to be exciting tonight is watching the seniors come out for their last regular season game, looking for each team to come back and get back in the winning column before the section starts. So tonight's going to be a lot of senior-led basketball, and so I'm excited to see both teams come out here ready to compete and get that win under the column before going into sections.
Armstrong is already seeded for Section 6 4A. They are the number 4 seed in that section that has Wayzata and Hopkins at the top. And meanwhile, Osseo is in Section 5. They'll be seeding Saturday morning, and they figure to be about in the number 5 spot, but that could change a little bit based on tonight, it sounds like, as well, and not only their result, but other results from this evening. Let's look at key players to watch for in today's game, starting with the visiting Orioles, and they've got one of those seniors that we were going to talk about, Osseo Anderson, pretty good ball player for them, I think.
Well, I think it's going to be great watching her come out here, like we said earlier, is coming out here just really leading her troop. Third game in 3 nights, so the legs are going to be super tired, but what I'm excited about the energy and the passion she plays with, and I see her taking her troops with her and just riding this wave going into the last season of the regular season, last game of the regular season.
And for Armstrong, one of the seniors honored tonight has had a pretty solid season for them. Maren Wilson averaging just under 12 points a game, and maybe even more impressively, 9.5 rebounds for a high school player. That's a pretty good number, and they feel like that board work will be a key tonight against Osseo.
Well, the good thing about it, Jay, is when you look at the way basketball is being played now, everyone wants to step outside and shoot a lot of three-point shots. And so it's really good to see a fundamentally sound player who crashes the boards and looking to give her team more opportunities. So because of that, I think she's going to really lead her troops tonight and really get the boards and get everything flowing in a transition game for her team.
All right, been some ups and downs for both of these teams this season. They've been pretty good at times, not so good at others. Each of them looking to end the regular season on a good note tonight. It's Osseo and Armstrong, and it's up next on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back here to Armstrong as the starters being introduced to the crowd here tonight. As we said, regular season finale for both of these teams. Armstrong looking for win number 12. Osseo hoping to get win number 8 as they head into playoff time here. Vontae Copeland took over as head coach midway through this year for Osseo after being an assistant, and his lineup tonight will include Osseo Anderson, along with Nevaeh Torma, their top scorer, post player. There's a look at Coach Copeland. Those are the seniors in their starting lineup. Then Samantha Sportel, Frankie Siawe, and Autumn Hayes rounding out the lineup for the Orioles here this evening. And for Armstrong, they're going with a senior-heavy starting lineup on the senior night, which a lot of the coaches like to do, reward the players who've stuck with it in the program. Antoine Easley, 20th season now at Armstrong, and his starting lineup includes Maya Dillard and Maren Wilson, a pair of seniors up front. Ella Cooley, a sophomore, mixed in there as well, and then a couple more seniors, Mac Person and Emily Fisher, starting here for the Falcons this evening. And they're looking at their schedule. It's been kind of stretches where they've had a couple 4-win stretches in a row, but then obviously they've had some downtimes as well. Osseo, meanwhile, has lost 7 in a row late. However, been pretty competitive in a few of those. So I don't really know what to expect here this evening. I mean, I do think that they're both decent teams and both have a chance to win tonight.
I think both teams are going to come out playing with some fire. I think these first couple of minutes is going to be a lot of action. I'm excited to see that get going. Like you mentioned, that Osseo's coming on a 7-game losing streak. However, they've been playing very competitively, and the game they played against Armstrong early in the season came down to the wire. So I expect that same outcome here tonight. I think it is going to be important that both teams just let their seniors lead it. I think it's about getting our emotions in check and realizing after a couple minutes the adrenaline runs off, that we lock in and continue to play some good basketball. So I think it's going to be a fun, exciting game tonight, Jay.
Armstrong wants to push the tempo a little bit, in part because they like to do that anyway, but also they know Osseo might be a little tired tonight. And Coach easily admitted that, yeah, we know they've played back-to-back nights already, and we would like to get it to be up and down a little bit.
Yeah, I expect to see that to come out the case. I mean, especially and for the seniors, it's their last last regular season game, so I expect them to go flying out the gate. But I want to see Osseo to stay composed, and again, we know their legs are tired, so I expect to see them to slow the game down into their tempo and try to execute at their pace.
Wilson and Anderson will jump it up to begin this contest. And tip free, it comes to Fisher, and Armstrong will get it first, even though Anderson, I think, got most of that tip. Fisher with it out on that left side. Pass deflected. Anderson comes up with the steal, but then couldn't reel it in. Got tangled up, and the official was trying to get out of the way and everything too, but almost a steal there for Anderson.
Well, Jay, what I like to see what Coach came out in this first half on the 1-3-1, he understands his players' legs are pretty tired, so he's going to allow them to sit in the zone, allow them to let the game come to them instead of forcing it, which is going to hurt Armstrong because they wanted to push the tempo. So this right here is going to really allow for Osseo to stay competitive and stay in this game early.
Pretty good ball movement early, but they haven't looked at the hoop. Now Wilson will go, but missed it, and Hayes grabs the rebound for Osseo. They'll give it back to Anderson to get into things here for the Orioles on their first possession. Torma is a talented post player. They tried to go to her, but didn't have an angle for that at all. Needed to get at least one or two more dribbles out to that wing to have that angle to drop that in.
Yeah, it was a really tough angle to try to entry pass to the post player there. I would like to see him dribble maybe one or two more to the right side and make an easier entry pass.
Wilson flashing to the high post. Go down low with it, and dropped in by Dillard as she got the nice home rim roll on that one.
Yeah, home court played a role for, and I like the little high-low action from Wilson to Dillard. Very effective. But if we look at Osseo, they're really slowing the game down, trying to get themselves going, not understanding that this is their third game in 3 nights. So this is really smart coaching, good execution by his players, looking for the shots that make sense for them.
Pull up wouldn't fall for Sportel there. Now Fisher pushing it back. Dillard dropping it inside to Wilson. Missed it. Kick it back out. And Wilson will shoot it from the baseline, and that's good for 3.
Taylor said, "You pass it to me early under the basket, I'm going to pass it to you in the corner for a 3.
Falcons leading at 5-0. A couple of seniors getting early hoops here on senior night for Armstrong. Anderson picking up the dribble now, gets the handoff. Ooh, Fisher almost had the steal. Inside, here's Torma going up, and she is fouled. I think it will be on Dillard. Wilson was also there. Another look at that corner 3 by Wilson. It was indeed on Dillard, number 20 there, so Torma will go to the free throw line. Misses there. Torma's a good, strong post player inside, but she can shoot, the face-up jumper pretty well also for them.
And it looks like Osseo's trying to get their offensive sets inside to her, and I think that's going to open up for her later on to get some of those face-up jump shots that you were just alluding to, Jay. So it's going to be great to see how they bring that to pass for her today as this game has continued to go on.
Osseo bringing pressure here. Cooley will dribble it back out. Now steps in. Dillard left open. She'll line up a three and gets the bounce. Dillard, her second basket.
I like the way she caught the ball, shot it with confidence. They kept her following through in there, and the ball found their rim and made it easy for her. Second time the rim and show love to her in tonight's game.
Anderson hits the pull-up jumper. First field goal for Osseo, and they're down 8-3. Ooh, dangerous pass there, and it's going to be stolen. Anderson up with it. Torma. Drive and dish. Siawe trying to go back, but there's Dillard with the steal. And then almost stolen the other way. Let's see who they're going to get this foul on. It looks like it'll be, I think against Osseo's Hayes or Sportel, one or the other there. That is Hayes. No, I'm sorry. Other way. Got it on Cooley. Second foul against the Falcons. Osseo ball here. Dumped into Torma, looking to go right at Dillard. Overpowers her and scores. Boy, they knew as soon as she got the ball what was the hope for outcome there, and she just went right at her.
And I like it because, again, they forced the ball right inside to their most valuable player, and then she got the N1. And the good thing is they're not trying to overly push it in there. They found the right time, the right angle to get it inside. So she recognized she had a positive matchup, and she went right into it and made an easy basket. Now got fouled and shooting the N1.
Brenna Dumas coming in quickly to replace Dillard. It's already the second foul on Dillard. And the three-point play for Torma brings Osseo to within a pair now at 8-6. They will drop back and not come with pressure this time. Looks like a 2-3 zone maybe this time. Wilson dumping it down low. Dumas, that one was deflected. It'll stay with the Falcons.
I think once the ball goes in from the top to the interior, they didn't turn and look at the basket to even draw the high-low action. It was there. I see what they do in this possession here.
They throw it into Wilson. Person giving it back to Wilson. They go down low to Wilson off the glass, but no good. It's tipped back to her, though, and then a scoop layup wouldn't go. Dumas gets it again. Fisher will take that three. No, there's Dumas on the boards one more time.
Oh, so you got to recognize she's right under the basket. Got to go right back up with it.
Wilson turns and banks it in with that jump hook. I think she's learning she's not going to overpower Torma, but there's still opportunities to score against her.
Absolutely. She just moving from block to block, which is allowing her to get the hands on as many rebounds as we can talk about. But again, Jay, this is what we talked about earlier. Someone that's going in there that's willing to fight, battle and fight for those rebounds. And she continued to work hard. She found the ball in her hands and got an easy shot.
And a timeout taken by Coach Copeland there. It was not a foul or anything like that or turnover. He had called time just before that pass was made. Here's another look at Wilson turning back over the left shoulder and going with that jump hook. She got a better angle on that one.
Absolutely. And what you liked about the defense, they didn't try to go block the shot. She just went straight. She just went vertical and had her shoot over top and not pick up an unnecessary foul there. A great execution offensively by Wilson.
So Armstrong had an early 8-1 lead. It's now at 10-6 as Osseo got it going a little bit, in particular that three-point play by Torma.
And it looks like Coach Copeland is letting his players know that we're trying to force it in on that right side and move the ball from right to left, make the defense shift to create a better passing lane to get the ball inside to the post player.
Anderson inbounding here for Osseo. Ooh, almost turned it over. Siawe grabbing it though.
And when you look at Osseo, Armstrong is putting 3 or 4 players in there to try to guard the entry pass to the post player. What Osseo has to do is move the ball a little more and have others look to score the ball.
Wow, quite a battle inside, and Torma is fouled by Dumas. Even long before that, they were really battling inside.
Most coaches easily just don't need sending everyone to crowd the inside and make others make the plays. They found a good pass inside too, and she converted at the free throw line.
Person goes out, and Anna Smelser, one of their top scorers, is a sophomore coming in. Torma makes a pair, so already 6 points for her, and the Falcons' lead is at 2. Threw it a little high there, and Wilson not able to grab it, so Osseo will get it right back with a chance to tie or go ahead with a 3. Yahweh being pressured there by Fisher. Brooke Bomar, 23, is in there now for Osseo as well.
Good skip.
Yahweh missing, but guess who? Torma on the glass and scores. She is tough to keep off the boards and keep from scoring inside.
And Jay, that's one of the easier shots she's had tonight, is because all the players got involved offensively. She got the good pass by Cooley.
Dumas missed it, but then we'll get an opportunity for a three-point play. Worked out better to miss that one. She grabbed the rebound and scores and was fouled on the second opportunity.
I like it. She stayed right with it, and she found the basket. Most players, sometimes they miss the first one, pull it down, and look for a pass. She stuck with it and got the end one.
And positively for Armstrong, too, that foul's on Torma, which I'm sure they like to see. It's only her first, but and no good on the free throw. They kept it alive, but then Osseo able to chase it down there, as retrieved by Leah Roan, number 2. She traveled out there on the wing. Subbing in for Armstrong is Brooklyn Gerber, the freshman.
And it looks like Copeland's going to recognize that Torma picked up a foul. So going to put his players back in the 2-3 zone to protect her from picking up a foul.
And up over the head of Wilson there. Armstrong with pressure. And there'll be a foul call. They kind of bailed him out because they had Osseo really trapped. Cooley will pick it up. It's her second.
And now they got to make sure that someone's flashing to the middle looking for the catch from the inbounder. They're pressuring the ball handler right now with 2 players, so someone has to flash to get open, come right down the middle. There it is.
Got it into Roan. Also in for Osseo is Zanab Kamara, number 33. Anderson cutting through the middle. Nice move. Was fouled and won.
Well, I liked how she hesitated there. You know, most players are thinking they were going to pass it to Torma up top, and she just froze just a little bit and found her way to the basket, found an open lane, converted, and drew the end-one foul.
Yeah, sometimes things just kind of open up for you, and she did a good job of taking advantage and got a foul on Wilson there as well. Protected the ball from Wilson attempting to block it. Person will come back in. Cooley goes out for Armstrong, so a little bit of foul trouble in the early going here, as Dillard and Cooley each have gotten a couple. Anderson makes the free throw, so Osseo into the lead for the first time with that three-point play. They go into Wilson. Turns, missed, but was fouled. This could be Torma again.
Second foul.
Torma pleading her case there, much like Cooley was for Armstrong a moment ago.
This is going to be interesting how Copeland handles this. He's picking up her second foul.
That's still 11 and a half minutes to go, so kind of gambling if, you know, you leave her out there. But then again, I don't know if you want to sit her the whole half either.
No, and I think she's smart enough as a senior to understand how not to pick up a foul, but 11:36 left on the clock. This will be a wise decision to take her off the court for at least a few minutes. It's only it's a tie ball game right now, so we just got to be very careful how we go about finishing the next couple of minutes.
Wilson gets 1 out of 2, and we are even, and that one short on the rim from Bomar.
Yeah, that's the new trend of basketball. We were wide open under the basket. We found ourselves out to the three-point line.
Smells a step back 3, no, but Dumas rebounds. Dumas dropped it off, and Smelser gets the bounce.
Good way to cut to the basket to find an open gap and get an easy layup attempt right there.
Armstrong by 2, and it's going to be a turnover for Osseo as Person was up pressuring. That was, I think, a deceptively harder shot than maybe it would look because the defense was pretty decent.
I was. Seeing it a second time shows it was a difficult, very difficult shot.
Wilson at the high post. She'll turn and shoot and score. Wilson, a pretty good start here. 8 points already, and Armstrong up by 4.
They found the weakness in Osseo's zone, and they're exploiting it right now. So I think Osseo has to do a little tougher job, you know, closing those gaps, and bumping the cutters as they're coming inside. And Armstrong recognizes that Osseo's looking to get the ball into Torma, so they're trying to double team her down there, making it a little more difficult for Osseo to make their offense move a little bit more, move more effectively. So let's see what Copeland does here as one of his players is shooting a 1-on-1.
Yeah, Armstrong starting to put more ball pressure on, but it resulted in a foul. And Rowan will go to the line. So fouls are now 7 against Armstrong and 2 against Osseo. Rowan hits the free throw. And makes a pair. So Osseo's done pretty well converting at the line. And they are to within 2.
Jay, we talk about this could be a very tough.
Through the hands of Dumas.
We've seen 3 or 4 of those passes happen this half already. I think a lot of it just has to do with, you know, the ball passer making sure that the receiver's hands are ready and they're making eye contact with each other, opposed to just throwing the ball and looking and say, hey, catch the ball. Great ball pressure there.
Anderson gets a pick and then is fouled. Boy, that was a bailout there too. Person runs into her. Had her pulling up for what looked like it was going to be a fairly difficult shot and just ran into her.
Yeah, she played great defense for the first 6 seconds of it, and then she bailed her out. But you can see Osseo's coming out. Armstrong is coming out with some intensity defensively. And again, they wanted to win this game on their home court regular season for their seniors. But I think Coach Easley just telling them to settle down, relax. We're fine. The game is going. Everything is happening for a reason. And I think they're going to come out this timeout here playing a little more effective, moving the ball, and then looking to pick up more fouls on Osseo.
Falcons will be hosting Washburn in the quarterfinals of Section 6. That's a 4-5 matchup. Winner of that, more than likely, is going to get top seed Wayzata, which be a tall order, but you take your shot. So kind of as expected, Anderson and Torma have kind of taken the bulk of the shots and definitely look to be the players they're looking to for offense here in this game so far.
And like we said, they're going to come out and play hard and play aggressive. I mean, it's a one-point game at the moment, and so this is going to be a long-fought game for both teams.
Fisher reporting back in for Armstrong. Anderson looking for the tie, and she hits, so 17 all. Osseo pressing. Ooh, Fisher, and that's going to be a foul. Just a hair late getting there for the Orioles was Kamara. Ooh, that's a hard collision. Tough. I think Dumas might have gotten like a knee in the thigh a little bit there. Tried to go inside. Anderson with the deflection and still alive. Siawe.
Oh, good drive.
Had this one blocked. Made a nice crossover, but and the bigger defender, Fisher, catches her there. Orioles had one brief lead, trying to take it back again now as they're tied at 17.
Good pass.
Anderson will let it rip from the wing, and that's good for 3.
You saw that coming in, a great inbound play. She caught it in rhythm, shot it. Nice pass. Nice shot.
Chance for a 2-on-1 here. Wilson wants to draw that foul. Nice putback.
You know, Anna Smeltzer, she's making some really tough shots in there. She's making it look really easy, but those are very challenging, difficult shots.
Osseo by 1 after that putback basket by Smeltzer, her second field goal.
Good pass.
Baseline jumper wouldn't go for Roan, and Dumas boards it. Way across court with it. Person, a nice feed inside. Wilson scores with the left hand, and again, Torma a little bit leery of picking up another foul, so she just kind of, I wouldn't say backed off, but didn't challenge real aggressively there. Armstrong back in front now, 21-20.
Great ball pressure there by Person.
Anderson with it out on the wing. Wanted a pick and roll here. Now Torma looking to attack against Dumas, this time blocked. It'll stay with Osseo.
Great defensive pressure there by Dumas. She knew exactly where Torma was going with the ball. She stood her ground and jumped at the right time to draw the block instead of the foul.
Dillard coming back in. She had those 2 early fouls for the Falcons, but she'll be back in there with a little over 8 to go. And of course, Torma did stay in the game with those 2 fouls as well. And Torma getting it here, turns, wheels, and that time got rushed a little bit, it looked like. Fisher, Siawe getting up, defending her nicely, moving her feet. Dangerous one there. It just gets to Dillard. She'll turn and shoot, and that's no good. Anderson dribbling it out to the left wing, and now Siawe. Torma was calling for it. There was another defender helping out, though, on the baseline. That would have made it tough. Under 10 on the shot clock. Anderson a miss. Torma almost had an offensive rebound, but couldn't quite squeeze it.
Although the shot didn't go in that possession for Osseo, I really enjoyed the way the ball didn't stick with one hand. It just kept moving from side to side. It got a quality shot. Didn't go in, but that's just really good basketball to see from a team playing their 3rd game in 3 nights.
Smeltzer attacking down the lane off the glass and good. And she's one of their top scorers. She didn't start tonight because they let some seniors start, but she's definitely been one of their go-to offensive players this year, and it's looking like it so far.
Absolutely. You can see that she's putting points in left and right. But again, that's her game. I thought the first couple of shots were tough and challenging, but that's how she scores.
Fisher, the reach in there on Siawe, and once again Armstrong kind of bailing him out. Here's another look at Smeltzer. That's kind of tough to use the window going up straight up the middle. Some people are really good at it. I always found it really hard to have any kind of angle for that.
Yeah, you know me. If I was doing that, I probably went over the backboard. But she's made 3 or 4 of those shots tonight.
Ooh, and there's a free throw banked in. I don't know if she called glass there, but it counts just the same.
She said, I'm just trying to put the ball in the basket for us, Coach.
Wilson, yeah, Wilson coming back in here for Armstrong. Siawe trying to pull Osseo to within 1, and she'll make it again, and it does look like she is attempting to bank. So a 1-point game, Armstrong 23-22 as we go under 7 minutes to play here in this first half. Cooley giving it back to Smelzer. She'll drive it here. Tough runner, and rebounded by Torma. Anderson, an open look from the wing. But she was fouled. Running by her and got her on the arm. I think it's going to be Fisher again.
Yeah.
So Anderson will shoot 3 free throws here.
The tough part about that, Jay, is they've seen him shoot those threes earlier. She just tried to run it. At the last second, she reached her shooting hand and fouled her. It's tough.
Anderson makes the first 2, and boy, that shot, original shot, almost went in too.
Yeah.
It looked she had it lined up very well. It was similar to the one she made a moment ago. Gets 2 out of 3, and so Osseo leading it by 1. Dillard across to Smelzer, keeps it moving to Fisher.
Good.
Cooley driving, no good, but there's Wilson to clean it up.
What I like about that possession, that ball was moved from left to right quick, and then they went right at the basket to attack Torma to see if they can pick up that 3rd foul on her. She stayed disciplined. She stayed with her hands vertical. Didn't draw a foul on her, and that's good possession by Armstrong.
Here's Torma inside and scores it. Great timing on that feed, too, as the defender was caught behind her a little bit.
Great basketball. What happened, Anderson has taken over a part of the game, and so the team kind of looked away from Torma. Torma said, hey, I'm still here. Found herself an easy basket post play and got an easy 2 points for him.
Torma rebounds Wilson's miss there. Anderson the drive and dish. And it's halfway down but spins out for Hayes. Smelzer lost the handle and Torma picks it up. Just slipped out of her hand. Torma. She will shoot that shot if you back off, so they came out on her.
Good
Down
pass.
low, Torma from Anderson missed it though, and Dillard grabs the rebound. Nice execution except for the shot.
She had 2 defenders draped around her. She thought it was going to be a little easier than it was, but it's okay. She found a great shot. That happens in the course of the game. Let's keep, getting the ball inside to her, and she'll finish most of those shots for him.
Bortel knocking down the 3 there for Osseo. Her first basket. Orioles have their biggest lead now at 4.
They're starting to believe. You can see the energy creeping up. All 5 players are touching the ball, getting shots.
Wilson will give it up to Dillard on the drive and scores with the left hand. She's made the most of her minutes that, limited because of foul trouble, but she's got 3 buckets and 7 points.
Well, I like what Coach Easley is telling his players. Continue to attack the basket anytime.
And there's a 3 knocked down. Boy, early in the game, it didn't look like either team was going to be making, real high percentage of shots, but now we're seeing some offense really developing.
The players are ready to come on and play.
Dillard wanted to go to Wilson, but it was too high, and they were trying to hope that Osseo had deflected it, but apparently did not, so Orioles will get it. Now the looks, Bortel coming in with a couple of 3s in a row.
But I like how the guards attacking the basket and finding the shooters open in there, starting to hosting up some tough shots in there. So that was great ball play by the point guard from Osseo. They're going to another 3-point shot.
This time steps in a little closer and missed it. Fisher whipping it across there to Gerber, and now inside again. Here's Wilson spinning to score with the left hand, and I think it's fair to say that they are very aware that Torma has 2 fouls.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. They're taking it into her every possession. And I like it because she's not trying to block shots. She's not trying to do too much. She's just staying vertical, which is great for her to stay on the court. But you can see how Armstrong, pointing emphasis early in the game is run tempo, and they're doing that. Oh.
Anderson, no good, and she'll get it back.
Another 3.
This time no, but Torma rebounds. Torma is going to look to go right around the defender, and going to be a travel. Officials are going to confer here a little bit, it looks like. Oh, I think we had a flop warning against Armstrong.
Yeah.
On that original one, which I think was warranted. She definitely was not run into and took a dive backward.
Jay, what I really like is both teams are coming out playing really hard, really aggressive, not putting their hair down. Even when they turn the ball over, they just continue to dig in and fight. I love watching this type of game.
3-point Osseo lead. Armstrong had the lead for much of the first half, but Osseo is playing well of late. Torma with a block, just standing, didn't even jump.
Watch the corner.
Here's Hayes for 3. No good, though, and rebound grab by Cooley. Cooley, a nice shot fake there. Almost traveled, got it to Fisher, and that one won't go from the wing. There's Torma snapping up another rebound.
What's surprising, Jay, is that Osseo's taking a lot of jump shots, not realizing they're in a double bonus, so I want to continue to attack the basket. But it could be also their tired legs.
Cooley splits the D and draws a foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Cordell picking up that foul there, her first. Only the 4th team foul against the Orioles, so they've stayed, in part because they're playing that zone, but they've stayed relatively foul-free this half.
It's really good to see a senior play with 2 fouls for 9 minutes without picking up that 3rd foul. That's really good by Torma.
Short on that free throw.
Look at that hustle.
Hustling after it, and they'll get the tie up.
Great hustle there by Dumas. Looked like she landed on top of the basketball.
A little bit shaken up. They subbed, but not for her, and the official checking there, you're still okay to go, and she apparently said yes.
Yeah, it's right on top of the ball.
Under 2 minutes to go now in this first half, a very competitive first half.
Good pass.
And Smells trying to get the block, but got too much body there. And Kamara will go to the free throw line.
Good way to get the ball inside to one of your post players who can draw a foul. Now he's taking 2 shots.
And free throw is good for Kamara. Orioles up 4. And make it 5. Boy, for being a road team, they've done well at the line.
Not only being a road team and a senior, someone's house for senior night, this is their 3rd game in 3 nights. To see them shoot this well at the free throw line is very impressive.
Pass deflected. It'll stay with Armstrong. They thought they saw Wilson open. The problem was there were a lot of bodies between the passer and receiver there. Person inbounding here for the Falcons. Wilson left wide open but missed it.
That's a great inbound play by the Falcons.
Sometimes you're so open it's almost harder to make those. Hayes shooting and missing, but they'll get another crack. And from the wing, it's buried by Bomar. Osseo turning it up. They're up by 8. Biggest lead of this half.
Great ball movement. Good way to dry the foul. Good job.
Person draws the contact and wanted to make sure it was going to be a shooting foul, so she got a shot up that went about 10 feet wide of the backboard there, but that's all right.
Guess I'm showing to the free throw line, Coach.
Second foul against Kamara there. Person gets her first point of the night right there. And makes a pair for the Falcons. They needed those. They're now back to within 6. A little under a minute to play in this first half.
All right, here we go.
Three-point attempt won't fall for Bomar, who made that one a moment ago.
Looked like Osseo was going for a 2-for-1 possession right there, but that's why it was a quick shot.
And through Person's hands. Boy, Armstrong has had more than their share of those, what I would consider an unforced turnover.
Yep. And part of it, Jay, is them trying to make long passes without the receiver being ready. If you don't see that eyes and hands ready, you don't make that pass, especially that far away from each other. Right now, Osseo should take one possession here. Look like Copeland's calling out something that's going to delay this pick and roll.
They're a little bunched up top. Anderson and almost ran into a teammate. Weaving her way in, and then Hayes an open look, but it wouldn't go. Smelser rebound, still has time. Couple seconds remaining. Smelser will stop and pop and hit. Boy, she did a good job not only of reading the play, but reading how much time was left. So Armstrong pulls to within 4 on that Anna Smelser pull-up jumper. But a good first half for the road team here. Osseo leading it at halftime 37-33. We'll have first half highlights and then our second half of basketball regular season finale here for the Orioles and the Falcons on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Armstrong Band on hand here tonight for this senior night and last regular season game. The Falcons getting a hoop at the end, but down 4 at halftime against Osseo as we take a look at some first half highlights and a pretty entertaining first half. The team's really started to get things going offensively. Here's an early basket inside for Dillard as Armstrong got off to a good start. Wilson then popping a 3 from the corner. And they were up 8-1 in the early going. Dillard here then knocking down a 3, but Osseo got it going. Anderson and Torma doing most of the work early. Power that one up and in. Dumas the miss here, but then gets a putback and a 3-point opportunity. She didn't make the free throw, but still. And then Smelser coming off the bench, hitting some hoops. Anderson got an open look at a 3 off the inbound and makes it, but then they got a couple of hoops from others as well as Porto. And also Bomar making 3s for the Orioles. There's Wilson spinning inside on her way to a good first half. There's what it talked about, Bomar hitting that 3. And then right at the buzzer, Smelser makes her 4th basket. So Anderson with 12 points and Torma with 10 to lead the way for Osseo. For Armstrong, Wilson 14, Smelser with 8, and Dillard with 7. Should be an entertaining second half here. It's a close one. Osseo leading Armstrong 37-33. We will be right back here to Armstrong.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Osseo leading Armstrong 37-33 as we get set for half number 2, and Viatorma making it to the second half with still 2 fouls. As Raheem noted, she did a good job of being able to stay in there. But on the flip side of that, Armstrong did take advantage to score some where Wilson was, not contested quite as hard because of that foul situation. But you do what you have to do. Smelser quickly popping a jumper, trying to start the second half of the hoop after she ended the first with one, but that time not able to hit. Interesting to see what adjustments each team makes here at halftime, or after halftime. Inside it goes Torma, powering it up and missed it.
What you see Armstrong coming out of the second half. As soon as Torma touched the ball, they send that second defender. Where in the first half, she had quite a few touches one-on-one. So they're going to make it more challenging and difficult for her the second half, it looks like.
Anderson gets it back. Picked up her dribble out high there, but we'll get rid of it. Time winding down on the shot clock, and Wilson with the block. And there's a nice steal. Siawe picking it off.
One dribble too many.
Hayes, an open 3, and she hits. First basket for Autumn Hayes. Back to a 7-point Osseo lead. Dillard down low, and Wilson is fouled. They were able to use that high-low early in the game to good effect, and that time they get a draw a foul and free throw opportunity.
Just great execution there by Armstrong.
Anderson picking up the foul. And a time that went up and did get some ball, but also some arm or body there. Wilson missing that first free throw. And missed them both. So the lead stays at 7 for the Orioles. Rotated around to Hayes and then back to Anderson up top. And there's Dillard almost
Great
and does
job.
come up with a steal. Fakes the pass, missed it, and Cooley is fouled.
Great initial move. The good thing about basketball, I like how Coach Easley has his girls following all the way through. A lot of times you see that someone was still, you kind of let up on the off as a trail. But you can see Ella Cooley stuck right with the, found the offensive board right in her hands, and now she's shooting 2 free throws.
And misses right after her teammate missed, so they have not gotten to the line nearly as much as Osseo, but also not shooting as effectively, which sometimes you'd think the team that's on in their home gym might be more likely to. Gets the second one to go. First point tonight for Ella Cooley. 6-point game.
Armstrong wants to speed Osseo up. They're looking to get the ball inside the Torma.
Hayes, an open look from the wing. It's short, though, and rebounded by Dillard. Cooley, a
Good
shot fake, and draws another foul. So the first half was heavily in favor of Osseo on the foul situation. This time they've picked up 3 early ones here in the second.
And it's good because, again, Osseo Armstrong has come out attacking the basket instead of settling for long jump shots. So it's getting right to the free throw line.
Hayes picking up the foul. Cooley makes the free throw. She missed her first 3 and now has made the last 2. It's a really good shot fake. I was very convinced she was shooting that ball.
I thought she was going to let it go, too. I mean, so that was good. She fooled everyone in the gym tonight with that one.
And, of course, misses the second after we talked her up. 5-point game. Anderson all the way. Layup is good. Boy, Armstrong, not one of their better defensive possessions there. They just never stepped up to stop the dribbler. Cooley will pick up the foul. So Anderson a chance for a 3-point play here. And she will hit as she's been good at the line. And the lead is now 8 for Osseo. Dillard coming to the high post again. Steps left with it, but missed the shot. It winds up, though, with Wilson as Osseo had 2 players kind of fight for it. Smells her. A little pull-up is good. She really likes that mid-range, in-the-lane kind of game.
Jay, I think anything that's regular, she's not going to try to go for it. If anything that's going to contort her body and just use it all type of angles, she's going to make every one of those shots. It's just really fun to watch that.
You can kind of see on her face that she feels like everything she shoots is going to go in. And then you can't say that for everybody. She looks confident out there.
She hasn't met a shot that she doesn't like yet, so that's really good. She has that we used to say about Kobe Bryant, if he sees the shot and the defender's too close, he's still going to shoot it because he thinks everything's going in.
6-point lead here for Osseo. Armstrong hoping to build on that Smelser hoop. They let them inbound, but are looking for a trap. Siawe. Armstrong did a pretty good job of collapsing in on Torma there, not allowing an easy entry anyway. This time they do get it inside, though, and she looks to just pull her way to the hoop and does exactly that.
Well, obviously Armstrong is sitting the second defender, but the defender's a second late every time. I think that defender commits early and goes right to it.
Cooley stepping in and hits.
The defender goes right away. It's going to make it harder for Torman to get it, but Cooley just came right back down with that same shot fake, got to the same shot she wanted and got the 2 points. Excellent execution.
Back up top to Anderson. Hayes swinging it around to Siawe, and now Anderson, an open look. That one no good. Wilson knocked it out of bounds as she and Torma battled for position. Torma is just strong and hard to move out of there.
Well, it's like Armstrong is telling the rest of the players, and also if you want to win this game, you got to have someone else beat us but Torma.
They go inside to her here, tried to power that one up. I think it's off of Armstrong, it appeared. Torma wanting a foul call there, didn't get it.
I think she's got to recognize there's 3 people draped around her. She's got to recognize 2 of her teammates should be open, and one of her teammates is open right in the corner for her. I think a quick pass there would have allowed her to be a wide open 3-point shot for her teammate.
Anderson, a quick pop there, and that one is short. It kind of seemed like that was the play that was designed, so she was going to shoot it even if she wasn't really open. Fisher, nice step through but missed, and Torma grabs the rebound.
Great drive by Fisher.
Anderson missing another there. Person working it up court. Dillard looking inside for Wilson, right through her hands. Boy, again, they've had so many of those tonight. So Orioles basketball here. It does allow Armstrong to set up that pressure again. Kind of backing off though, and Person chasing around on Anderson. Got her arm hooked a little bit. Osseo bench couldn't believe there wasn't a call there.
Great defense by Person, man. It's amazing.
Fisher coming out on Anderson there. 10 to go. Squirtle shooting it up there, and Wilson grabs the rebound.
Great defensive possession there by Armstrong.
Person attacking down the baseline, goes for the reverse and missed it. Saved in, but it goes right to Torma. Chased down from behind though by Person. Now Smelzer runs into difficulty at midcourt, but got rid of it to Person. Dillard looking inside for Wilson. There wasn't a lot of room there. They're very fortunate to get that ball back.
No, and I think Armstrong just got to recognize that even though the high-low is an option there, and you got to recognize you have shooters wide open on the corner. So we got to also look at those shooters who are open to see if we can get that pass over there to him. Once the defense sees that corner shooter shoot the ball and goes in, that's going to open up the high-low action for you as an entry passer.
Kamara coming back in here for Osseo. They find Wilson here, and it won't go. And out of bounds. The two officials had different calls there. They're going to see who this is off. It's going to be off Osseo. So they were battling for the rebound.
You know, some of the parents from Osseo are not too thrilled about the call, but, you know, they got away with Tolman not picking up a third foul there, so we should be celebrating the fact that we didn't get the third foul.
Inbounded to Smelzer, and she will pop a three. First three of the night for her, but definitely not first hoop. She has 13, and here come the Falcons. They're within 3. Anderson, the drive, offensive foul. Coach Copeland didn't see it the same, but Anderson will be called for her second.
Oh, yeah, clear offensive foul.
Wilson excited on that one. Anderson's had a couple other ones like that where they didn't get over at all, and she got a nice hoop, but that time defender was in position just in time.
Got to pass it to the corner.
Smelzer, an open look from the other side, this time no good, and Hayes the rebound for the Orioles.
One thing about Smelzer, her game is really smooth. It's not like she's really forcing up a lot of things. She can shoot, she come down in the same spot, has a follow through every time.
Torma goes up inside and draws a foul. Watching Smelzer, you kind of get the feeling she's played a lot of basketball.
Yes.
Where, you know, things just kind of come naturally and she's not having to stop and think about much. Another look at this. Torma stepping through and goes up. Dumas will be called for the foul.
What I like about that possession there is she didn't force the shot up, that she waited till some of the arms that were high come down. As soon as the arms dropped, that's when she went up for her shot attempt, which was able to draw the foul.
Now 4 for 6 at the line, make it 5 for 7. Osseo leading by 4, and they will come with pressure. Wilson working it up that right side, gave it to Smelzer. Steps in and fires, no good, out of bounds. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, we're gonna have a push call, it looks like, against Torma. Yeah, gonna be against Torma, that'll be her third. See this one again. Maybe a little bit of a nudge in the back, but not too different than what you'd see on most rebounds, I would say. And another one going right through the hands of Wilson there. I think practice Monday starts with passing drills if you're Armstrong.
5-star pass and catching, making sure eyes see the ball into your hands. Old school 5-star passing.
And, you know, there were definitely some bad passes earlier, but I would say quite a few of these lately. Here's Anderson, There'll be an offensive foul again, it looks like, or is it a hoop? No, it's going to be offense. Yeah. I was going to say for Armstrong, I feel like a lot of these recent turnovers have been more on the pass recipient. They just haven't squeezed it. So Anderson will lose the hoop there.
Oh, it sounds like a technical foul.
Yeah, that's going to be on Torma. That'll be her fourth. Arguing on behalf of her teammate there. So that one didn't go so well for Osseo. They lose the potential basket. They get an offensive foul on Anderson, then they get a technical foul on Torma.
I understand passion, I understand senior night, I understand all of it, but sometimes we just gotta kind of channel some of that energy and just kind of hold it and walk to the bench. Timeout was already called. That's when you gotta go, and some of your senior captains gotta pull your team together and get off the court. Now she 4 fouls, and she may have to sit for a while with 11:24 left in the game.
Yeah, we talked about how she had gone so long with 2, and then she got the little push in the back, which arguably may have been a kind of a touch call, but then you hate to have that 4th one picked up because you were upset at the official there. Smells are missing.
And it could just be a continuation from the foul that she had earlier to pick up the 3rd. Is still frustrated.
Second one is good, although I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm thinking a lot of conference players who play against Torma probably would say she gets away with a few things here and there too.
That's true.
So Armstrong will get the basketball here after Smelzer gets 1 out of 2 on those free throws. Smelzer will turn, fire, and hit. Armstrong to within 1.
She has the green light to make it happen right now, so Osseo's going to have to pick up the defensive intensity and, on the other end, find quality shots. Torma's down.
That'll be a travel. Yeah, and obviously Torma's a focal point of their offense too, to look inside, and they're going to have to do without that for an undetermined amount of time here. I'm guessing it'll be a few minutes at least, but.
Yeah, Tashea Anderson, she's really going to have to just bring the pressure and just kind of hold it down for the next few minutes until she's able to have her teammate Torma come back and help her. A great defensive still.
Siawe all the way, no good, but was fouled as Armstrong committing another bad turnover that leads to a foul. Fisher will pick up that foul. Free throw, no good. Cooley checking back in here for Armstrong. Fisher will sit down. It was the 3rd on Emily Fisher. Gets the second one to drop, so Osseo's lead is 2, and they will again come with pressure. We've seen quite a bit of full or 3/4 court pressing from both teams. Cooley goes up and scores. Defender just walled up and made her shoot over her, but she did it.
Yep.
We're even up at 47.
It's a great drive by Ella Cooley there and great conversion. There was also great defense. The defender didn't try to do too much, just like you said, rolled up and just played, and just better execution by the offensive player.
Siawe the miss, but she was fouled. A little hesitation dribble and then attacked.
What I really like about these two guards was Siawe and Smeltzer. They're both attacking the hole, getting into those spots, and not trying to get all the way to the basket, but pulling up right at the right time to draw fouls or get to the shots they want. Some players always take one extra dribble.
Foul went against Wilson, and she will check out, and Dillard coming back in to replace her. Osseo makes a pair. So Osseo back in front by 2. Cooley dishing to Dillard, and no good. Nice rebound grab there by Kamara. Anderson had it knocked away. In person, that's an illegal screen. Yeah. Kamara came over and wasn't squared up and got in there, hit her in the legs. By Person has been working really hard on D.
Oh yes, playing great defense. I know coach doesn't agree with the call, but it's the right call.
Smelser ahead to Dumas and then across. Dillard with the layup. Boy, you love when a fast break when the ball doesn't need to touch the ground.
I love it.
Armstrong ties it back up now. 49 apiece, about 9.5 to go here in the second half. Anderson, little reverse dribble, and it's going to be another offensive foul.
I don't know about that one there, Jay. It looked like the defender was falling back before the player got there.
So another look at that break that Dillard converted. I have to wonder if she was outside the circle, which at first I wasn't sure about that part either. And Smelser draws the foul.
Okay.
Oh, they are changing it.
I agree.
Two different officials saw it differently, and they, after a little discussion, they'll get Smelser with the foul. Well, and what I was referring to about her being outside the circle may not have been accurate. She might have had her back foot on that circle, and that could be the reason that was changed, because normally you wouldn't think that they would change it unless one of them saw that.
Absolutely.
So sigh of relief there for Osseo, but probably rightly so, it looked like. Ooh, that one was wide right. So they don't capitalize on the opportunity to go back in front. We stay tied at 49. Wilson's going to come back in here for Armstrong.
Looks like Osseo's coming out of their full court press. Recognizing Armstrong's figured it out, and they falling back into that 2-3 zone. Let's see how Armstrong attacks it.
Well, we kind of said anybody's game coming into tonight, and it's definitely true here. Tied up, 9 minutes to go, and there's Wilson converted. Her first basket of the second half. She has 16 total. Falcons back in front.
Osseo's going to have to figure it out. I mean, not playing out of Toma. Looks like the offense has gone a little stale here, but they still have 8 minutes, 54 seconds left to figure it out. 2-point ball game.
Dillard, a nice steal. Now Smelser with the
rebound.
three.
Cooley.
Cooley, though, throws it up over the backboard. I don't think it was blocked. She just...
She's a little excited.
Yeah, I think she was expecting contact maybe and just shot it way too hard. There was a look at that nice assist by Cooley, and Wilson showing good touch in the lane there.
Like Osseo brought some size back into the game.
Yeah, Kim Barker, the sophomore, saw her in the JV game. She's another big post. Knocked away by Person. It'll stay with Osseo.
Right now, what they're going to look to do is probably try to feed it inside to see if they can pick up some fouls, get the foul count to even out a little bit, shoot some free throws, keep it close. What I love about this defensive presence right here, I just love it. Quick feet. Doesn't give up on a defensive possession. That's a really good job.
Time winding down. They go inside. Too late on the shot attempt for Barker. Shot clock violation, and Armstrong defensively gets it done. Person needs a lot of credit there.
Oh, yes, she does. She put so much pressure on the ball handler. The defender, offensive player, didn't really have an idea what to do with the pressure that was being applied to her. Also, just needs a good possession defensively here.
Cooley giving it to Dillard on the pick and roll, and fouled by Barker. Came over and then came down too hard there again.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you'd love to block the shot, but just that was
Stay
going to
warm.
be, yeah, just make her make a tough one.
Yep.
Ooh, it crawls around and in for Dillard.
But those are teaching moments, you know. Sophomore, getting into a last regular season game, intensity, tight ball game, it'll be okay.
Yeah, and she's been watching from the bench, seeing a pretty physical game too. She was like, I want to get in on that.
Just give me a little bit. I can lay some lumber for you.
Knocked away and not quite able to save it there. Good effort by Person.
You know, I bet the offensive player recognized I've been called a couple of times for offensive fouls. And it's like, you know, maybe I'll stop here, and was a little unsure about herself right there. But good job not forcing the issue. Looking.
Armstrong's lead is 3, but Osseo with possession here. 7:40 to go. They're still keeping Torma on the bench for now with those 4 fouls. Inside for Barker, had a little trouble with the handle, and
that's good.
Gonna have a timeout. Yep.
Great timeout to save the possession there by coach. Right now, you can see a lot of the faces low on Osseo. I think it's a good time to just tell them that it's still a 3-point ball game. We got 7 minutes, 27 seconds left. Let's continue to fight, dig deep. It's going to be competitive. We got to keep working, keep fighting. Let's not settle for the outside shot. Let's see if we can, you know, even up this foul count. Let's win this game at the free throw line, because they're shooting better at the free throw line than Armstrong tonight. So keep your head up, keep fighting, stay positive.
Be interesting to see how long they go with Torma on the bench.
I think the problem right now is, I mean, I'm sure coach is debating within himself, like, is she going to be ready to go mentally and not get into the back and forth? I mean, she can't afford to pick up another foul. So I think it's time for one of the assistants to sit down and just talk to her, to get her positive, get her, you know, get her ready to play and be that senior leader that she is. She's playing a heck of a game tonight, so we don't want to keep her on the bench too long, because they're going to need her.
And Armstrong seems to have maybe a little bit more depth in those inside positions too, so it hasn't really been as big of a deal when they've picked up some fouls. They got Wilson and Dumas and Dillard to kind of rotate in there against her.
And I think that was really smart coaching by the Falcons over there. I think what Osseo ran into is now that, like you were saying, Barker's been on the bench for so long. Even a couple of minutes in here and there would have helped.
And there's a 3 by Siawe, and Osseo ties it up. Boy, she's made some good plays in the second half.
She's played really good defense. She's making great dimes, and then hitting the timely shots there. So that's really good to see from the sophomore.
Wilson back out to Person.
Oh, good ball fake, good shot fake, and good shot.
Wow, Dillard knocks it down and had a jumper from the baseline early in the game. She puts Armstrong back in front with that hoop. Anderson had to pick up her dribble here.
Move it.
Go back to the right side here and then back out. Siawe around to Anderson. Under 10 on the shot clock. Anderson spinning into traffic, and that one is going to be an air ball. Well, they say touched by Armstrong, though, but only 1 second to go on the shot clock. So Osseo will get a chance, but they're going to have to hurry.
Jay, I think it's almost time to strongly consider bringing Torma back into this game. Shoot it.
And they have to get a quick one up. Person blocked it. That'll be a shot clock violation. Yep.
Yep.
And Torma does get up off the bench right now for the Orioles.
Hey, I missed some of those coaching moments. It's like, hey, it's about that time. It's 6:20.
I think they got to feel pretty good that they're still very much in striking distance down 2.
Right now, that they're going to stay in zone. He knows they're going to go high-low action, so she's got to recognize what's coming. I wouldn't be opposed to putting her on the opposite wing and bringing someone else in that middle to protect the high-low action, because they're going to try to attack her.
Cooley for 3, no good. And Anderson the rebound. Drive into the lane. Oh, Dillard with the block, but is called for the foul.
I love the drive there.
I thought it was pretty clean, actually. But
Yeah.
free throw, no good.
Tired legs may be coming in effect here.
Got the second one to go, and the Orioles within one. Here's Anna Smelzer. An instant offense for the Falcons tonight.
Oh, yes. But I love the defense that Parsons played for him, and she came in and locked everything down defensively. Now he's going to his offensive player.
Smelzer will swing it over to Cooley.
And you see where Armstrong's trying to go with the basketball. They're trying to pick up that fifth.
Fisher ran into trouble there and loses it,
wow.
and Siawe got it out nicely to Hayes.
Siawe is making a huge impact on this game on both ends of the court. I love to see it. I'm looking to go inside.
High pick and roll here. Anderson.
Ooh.
Siawe will draw another
goodness.
foul.
She got really small and low in there, and she got in there and drawn the foul. That was really good. But she's making an impact. I mean, it came down this pressure defense she put down on Fisher. Got the steal, good outlet.
Wilson will pick up the foul. No good that time on the free throw. She'd made 3 of her last 4.
This next one can tie the ball game, Jay.
And gets it to crawl over the rim and in. We are even at 54. Smelzer gets it ahead now to Fisher. Dillard will turn and hit. Wow. Dillard is having a night. 2-point Armstrong lead. She's given them the lead back the last 2 baskets she's made.
Good pull-up.
Anderson from the wing and hits. She was leery of another charge and calmly hits the jumper instead.
Oh, I love the play. You could see it coming down. When she saw that open lane, she said, I'm going to stop and pop this shot here.
Wilson at the high post. Now Cooley stepping in for a 15-footer, and she hits. I thought Wilson maybe passed up an opportunity, but Cooley was more than happy to take advantage.
Pass.
Torma inside and partially blocked. It'll be Osseo ball.
Both teams are playing with a lot of passion and energy right now. This is fun to see. And you know what? Here's the defensive player coming in.
Person will guard Anderson. They screen for Torma, and she is fouled. That'll be number 4 on Wilson. So Osseo able to free up Torma inside. Didn't make the hoop, but was fouled by Wilson. Yeah, definitely came down on her. So now it's the Falcons' turn to have to worry about one of their top inside players with foul issues. Wilson will go out, Dumas in.
This may be a quick 30-second sub. See if she ties it up.
1 out of 2 for Torma. So Armstrong still leading by 1. Smelzer to Dillard. Turns and scores.
Dillard is playing some basketball. She's saying, hey, this is my last senior night regular season game. We're going to go out with a bang, and she's coming with it tonight.
Boy, she's shown a nice variety of things, too. I mean, she's played a great game for them, it feels like. 15 points. Just very confident. A lot of traffic around her as she went up and used the glass.
She's scoring in every facet of the game. She's hit free throws. Started the game with a 3-pointer, a couple mid-range shots. And then when the defense crowded, she just make an easy pass to her teammate on high-low action or found a corner 3-point shot. She's playing a heck of a game right now offensively.
3-point Armstrong lead. I mean, good preparation for playoffs, too, in terms of a tight game. And here's we timeouts, and here, what are we going to do? And eventually who do we need to foul, and are we going to trap or do? I mean, it's just very valuable for both teams to be able to get this game situation like this.
And there's no film study, there's no practice script you can have for these type of moments. These are the things you really need, like you just alluded to, Jay, that's going to carry some of these teams into the playoffs. And it's even for the players. Like we have Barcode that came in there for a few minutes, just understanding what that intensity is like from a JV game to a varsity game, things that they need to see in real time. So this is a really good matchup, really good game for a final regular season matchup for both teams. This next 4 minutes are going to be exciting.
Osseo ball, they trail it by 3. They were up by as much as 8 here in the second half. But Armstrong rallying. Rowan, maybe not the shot they wanted there. I think we'll get a tie up, and it'll stay with Osseo. Rowan kind of forced that one up. She hadn't been in the game for a while either.
Yeah, I would have liked to see her just try to take it into a layup or come to a jump shot, show the ball, see if she can shoot a free throw. I mean, both teams are in a bonus right now, so don't have to force up bad shots. Let's just get to the line.
Anderson stepping in, missed it, and battles with Dillard. Is this another tie-up? Yeah, and it'll be Armstrong ball. I think good call there as Anderson ripped it away from Dillard, but they both had it.
And I like the drive. I mean, it was great defense, great offense. I mean, just missed it. Great pull. I mean, she's made that shot all night, so that was just a great timely shot. Distant, converted, but you can't get mad about it if you're the coach.
Smells stepping in, and Osseo will be called for the foul. See who they're going to get. I don't think it's Torma. No. It'll be on Roan. He had 3 around her. Oh, yeah, she got her left hand pushed in the back there. Again, really unnecessary foul, though. They had her in a very difficult spot. Four-point Armstrong lead. Smelzer trying to make it 2 in a row here. And makes a pair. 5-point Falcons lead. There's Person again checking Anderson. Nice dish though to the baseline for Hayes, and she hits. Big bucket.
Shot. Oh, yes, it was.
Orioles within 2 after that 3-pointer by the sophomore Hayes, her second of the second half.
Yeah, there you go.
Smells her to the baseline and whips it across. Person for 3. That one's way short. Under 3 minutes to go. Osseo down by 2 as they hit the front court. Torma. Give it up. Sporto shooting it up and banks it in. Osseo leads.
What a big timely shot there.
Orioles back in front, 63-62. Smelzer not going to hesitate, but missed the 3. There's Cooley, no good. Dumas will go again with it, no good.
Dillard with the
Dillard
rebound.
Again.
Oh my God, here she go. She said, not tonight. You're going to have to win this one.
Maya Dillard puts her team back in front for the 3rd time down the stretch. 64-63 Falcons. Anderson over to Torma. Ooh, I thought she was fouled there. They didn't get it.
Tough shot.
Under 2 minutes to play. Dillard down low. Dumas turns and missed.
Good look. Good pass. Good shot. This thing converted. It's okay.
Anderson is fouled. There's Hayes popping that 3 after the nice drive and dish. And then the bank was open there.
Come down to free throws, Jay. This game is coming down to free throws.
Cooley picked up her 4th. Anderson to the line here for Osseo. And for 1. One more coming, a chance to tie. Siawe coming back in. Wilson with those 4 fouls coming back in for Armstrong. Yeah, nothing, no need to save anybody at this point now. You got to go out and try to win the game, regardless if you have 4 fouls or not.
That's right.
And Anderson unable to hit either, so Armstrong maintains a 1-point lead. Ooh, dangerous pass and knocked away. Siawe up with it, and then it's off her knee. And she lost it again. She's out of bounds. Oh, an unfortunate one for Osseo as they're unable to capitalize on Armstrong's turnover by committing one of their own.
Yeah.
Fisher back in here for the Falcons. 1:21 to go. Oh my, they almost gave it away again. Smelser able to recover it.
Oh.
Too high for Wilson, off her hands. Osseo gets it back with a chance to go in front again. Pick and roll again, left side. Anderson will go with the runner, but it's no good. Tipped loose, and Wilson runs it down. Under 50 seconds to go now. Ooh, it looked like almost a double dribble there by Cooley.
Just don't foul the shooter. Just keep playing good defense. Don't foul the shooter. You'll get a possession.
Cooley back out. Smelser across to Fisher.
Coach Easley. Oh, good steal.
Torma jumps in and picks it off. And she was fouled.
And she's shooting 2 free throws.
Cooley will pick it up, and I think that'll be her 5th.
That is her 5th.
And it was before the block. It was Cooley coming over, so Cooley will foul out on that play with 8 points. Osseo will try to earn it at the line here with 25.8 to go.
These are huge, Jay.
Free throw good. We're tied up.
I expect a timeout if she makes the second one.
Torma 7 for 10 at the line tonight. And makes a pair. Osseo leads at 65-64 and a timeout. Really good ball game. End of the regular season. You're thinking neither team has had great years, but this is why you come and watch some great high school basketball. Both these teams battling hard.
And Jay, we talked about it at the beginning. Osseo's come down the last 7 games. They had some really close games. And games very similar to this is last couple of possessions, last couple of minutes. And now it seems like they're learning from some of those mistakes that they've made early. And same with Armstrong. They've had some tough games that come down to the wire. So both teams are looking to see, hey, what have we learned in those previous games that can help us get over the hump in the next 26 seconds. So it's going to be great to see how both teams come out this time out and see what the execution is going to be. I don't expect Armstrong to sit on the ball long, but I don't think Osseo should try to come out and pressure either. You don't want to sit back too long in your zone because they're going to find that gap with high-low. And the way Dillard has been playing, I expect her to get the ball in the middle of that zone and either look to shoot the ball or go high-low to Wilson or look for Smeltzer in one of those corners for a 3-point shot.
Keep in mind both teams in the double bonus too, and it's been a very foul-prone second half.
And I know both teams' legs are really, wiry right now, so here we go.
Yeah, it is an interesting spot for Armstrong. I mean, in a way, you'd sort of like to play for the last shot and try and win it, but I agree with you. I don't think they'll do that, and I don't think it would be smart to because they've turned it over so much tonight, it'd be hard to
move your feet.
Person being hounded. Turnabout's fair play. There's Siawe knocking it away, and Anderson up with it, and she's fouled by Wilson. 12 seconds to go. Wilson will foul out, but she had to do it. Well, we talked so much about how hard of D that person was playing, and now they do it to her the other way, and she gave it up. And Maren Wilson will foul out. Siawe. Boy, coming in, we knew that Torma and Anderson were their veteran players. They're good offensive threats, but they've needed some contributions from players like Siawe and like Hayes hitting a couple of those threes, and it's been big for Osseo. Anderson hits the free throw.
And what we got to remember is both teams are trying to play hard for their seniors in their last regular season game. So it was about the players coming in and filling in those gaps like Smeltzer from Armstrong. So
this is big. It could make it a three-point game. And she does exactly that. Armstrong down 3, and here they come. I'm going to call a timeout. And 8 seconds to go. Now it's a much different situation. One, obviously they're down 3, but also the time's late enough that you're going to just go into whatever you think is your best opportunity to get a 3. Probably be looking to Smeltzer, I would guess, but we'll see. If you're Osseo here, do you consider fouling?
if you do foul, you're not fouling Smeltzer. And I'm not sure if you want to foul Dillard at this stage, in late stage of the game. But it looks like coaches are coming into some offensive reserves, maybe some more length defenders. I expect them to probably go into a man action right here. But with 8.4 seconds left, you just got to see what they come out with. You just can't pick up a silly foul and give them 2 free throws and stop the clock.
So we'll see what Coach Easley and staff have come up with here to try and free up a 3-point shooter. They go to Smeltzer, step back 3 for the tie, no good. It's knocked loose, and Osseo will hang on to get the win. 67-64. They got a decent look, but it was pretty well defended. I think that is what they wanted, was Smeltzer from that wing. But Osseo stands their ground and able to come up and get a big win and break their losing streak on the 3rd game in 3 nights, too. We talked about it a lot early, but having so much late, that's a good win for them.
That is a very good win, start to finish game for both teams. Come down to this shot. And again, Anna made that shot early in the first half to go into the halftime. That's a great look, great job by both teams. Coaches had both teams prepared to play in tonight's game. Just fun watching tonight's game as a basketball fan.
So good luck to both teams as they head into playoff time as well. It's Osseo winning at 67-64. Anderson with 19, Torma 16, and then 10 from Sporto. Some great plays down the stretch, though, by Siawe and Hayes as well. And then for Armstrong, they were led by Smeltzer with 18, 17 apiece for Dillard and Wilson. Well, again, good luck in section play. Osseo in section 5, 4A. And Armstrong will be at home. They already know their seeding. They'll be at home in the 4-5 matchup against Minneapolis Washburn in the first round or quarterfinal round of section 6, 4A. For Raheem Simmons and all of our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night from Armstrong, where it's Osseo winning at 67-64.